people! Welcome to our best and worst of 2015, technically last year now. Well, that's weird to think about. Alright, so how we're going to do this is I'm going to say he's going to say his honorable mentions, I say my honorable mentions, 10 through 6, 10 through 6, 5 through 2, 5 through 2, and then his 1 and 1. We're going to start out with our worst. So, Connor, what are your honorable mentions for your worst film of the year?
Here are two movies that a lot of people liked. Okay, Spectre. I don't like action movies, okay?
Yeah.
I did not like Spectre. It was entertaining. I did not like action movies. Good action movie. Great action movie for me. But it's for me. I don't like action movies.
I enjoyed Spectre.
I only have two. Ricky and the Flash, a movie that he loved.
I loved.
It just makes you feel so crappy. It's just, I don't like it very much.
I enjoyed it a lot.
So, what are your honorable mentions?
My honorable mentions, for my worst films of the year, I have quite a few. First off, Terminator. I refuse to call it Genesis, Jenny Smith. Terminator, Jenny Smith was just a horrible theater experience for me. It was hard for me to sit in that theater, especially since my dad liked it. I don't understand why anyone would like that movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger was funny, at the very least.
I did not get the chance to see
You're
Terminator
lucky.
Genesis.
I mean, I don't hate it as much as some people do. Some people compare it to cancer, but I don't hate it that bad. All right, another one. Woman in Black 2, Angel of Death. You heard my rant earlier, and it was really hard for me to not put this at number 10, but I just was bored through this movie. There was nothing redeemable about this movie. Horrible child acting. I've already ranted about it, and the worst horror of the year, so I don't want to rant fully about it again, but Woman in Black 2, Angel of Death, definitely. Another one, Pan. It is fun to pan. It is just... like, the fact that they're singing Nirvana in Neverland. Neverland looks dark as crap. It was hard to write my notes during the movie because it was so dark. And then they finally, get out, and it's just dark. Rooney Mara, miscast. Just hugely miscast as Tiger Lily, who's supposed to be a native. And Rooney Mara's probably the most white person you can get for it. It's just... I don't know why Pan is considered good by anyone. Another one. This close to being on my list. Age of Adeline? Oh my god.
Okay.
This is a horrible movie. Just I don't understand any enjoyment that you can have in this movie. The main actress is just kind of talking like this throughout the entire movie. Kind of quiet, but also kind of sweet at the same time. Oh my god, the reasoning, they tried to explain it. They're like, reasoning for this to happen is this, and this, and it's bullcrap.
Lightning.
Yeah, lightning. It's just, Age of Adeline is not a movie anyone should see. Another one. How do you have a giant action movie that has 3 explosions? Take 3 in. It's not Taken 3, it's Take 3 in. Because, God, this movie was bad. Liam Neeson, he stops a plane by ramming his car into the front wheel before it takes off. Like, what? And they clearly set up a sequel for Taken 4. It's not a good movie. And my final one... Literally, it was between my 10 and this one. They were neck and neck for a long time, and that is The Last Witch Hunter. I'm sorry, Vin Diesel, but you need to find something else to do, because this was a boring movie. The dialogue is practically inaudible. It's kind of like talking like this the entire movie. It's barely audible. There's no joke. There's a part in the movie where, the witch hunter contacted this girl. And he's like, okay, I need to get to the other dimension. She's like, okay. So he, fakes her drink. And then she's like, take a selfie. And he's like, witch hunter. And then he says, witch hunter. For no reason. Just to scare her and then take the serum? What? Why didn't you just take it the first time?
That just sounds really bad.
It's ridiculous. All right, so...
Here is my 10 through 6.
10 through 6.
Number 10... is a movie that I find redeemable for the music, and that the music, Gem and the Holograms. It's just so, just a movie that I wouldn't want to watch again, just because it's just cliche, too much cliche.
Way too cliche.
No, when I first saw the movie, it's like, it's okay. More I thought about it,
yeah.
Okay, my number 9, a movie a lot of people liked. I know you liked it. SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. See, I hate SpongeBob.
See, I like SpongeBob.
I hate SpongeBob. But first of all, the CGI real life crap.
Oh no. That was the worst part of the movie. I like the
that
underwater part, but when it
the
came
underwater
to
part was bad too because I don't like SpongeBob.
Well,
but why isn't this higher? Why isn't there like a higher spot that I could put this? Oh, number 8, The Age of Adeline. The only reason I saw this movie is because I saw the trailer and I said, oh my god, I really want to see that. I really wanted to see this movie. I saw the trailer, I really wanted to see it. I saw it. There's a part when she tries to tell a joke, and the dude tries to tell a joke, and it's the dumbest joke ever. She's like, have you ever heard of a joke that pitches? And she's just like,
and she like fakes laugh. And you can clearly tell that she's acting. That was just bad movie.
My number 7, Home. Only redeemable part, Jim Parsons, voice actor. Bad, cliche, 2-year-olds will kind of like it. Rihanna's music was just like forced, like basically like, hey, watch Rihanna, listen to Rihanna, listen to Rihanna, listen to Rihanna, listen to Rihanna.
Yeah.
Basically what it was saying. It was just product placement for Rihanna. And my number 6, a movie so many people loved. I will get so much crap for not liking this movie. Mad Max Fury Road.
I liked it.
Boring action. Just action. What did yours have? 10 through 6.
Alright, 10. I called this the most overrated movie of 2016. That's for a reason. Pitch Perfect 2. I was bored through the movie, laughed once, horrible acting. They took a lot of good things from the first Pitch Perfect and ruined it. There was this, like, subplot with these, like, most of the movie is about these, like, German or something people. They're horrendous in the movie. They just sing. And it's just like, ooh, remember all that you liked about first Pitch Perfect? Well, throw that out the window and let's just hear singing. Good singing. And there's no plot. Like, the plot is ridiculous. There's one love story with the main new girl that comes in the movie. Oh, no. Okay, and that was only my 10. 9. Fant 4-stick. It is not Fantastic Four. It is Fant 4-stick, because that's what the poster said. Talk about bad CGI. When I saw Doctor Doom, not even joking, in my chair in the movie, I went, ugh! I went like that. The third act was uneven, horrible action scene. It's like, jeez, it was practically just like, Mr. Fantastic, and then they all get captured, and then the thing's like, ugh, and they throw in it's clobbering time joke, horrible. They ruined Kate Mara, who's a great actress, Miles Teller, amazing in Whiplash, Michael B. Jordan, awesome in Creed, and then the other guy. They took 3 amazing actors, and they made them suck. It's Fant 4-stick, why? Just give Fantastic Four back to Marvel already.
Yeah, just kidding.
Alright, 8.
At least X-Men is trying.
Yeah.
X-Men is actually doing a good job.
8. Alright, 8. The Transporter Refueled. Didn't hate this as much as some people did. John Campia. But bad movie. I mean, what we're doing in movies today is that we're actually bringing to a point that, you know, girls are finally getting the recognition that they deserve. And this movie goes back to the 50s when they made movies that were completely sexist, because this movie is horrible. It is the stupidest plot in the world. The action sequences are horrible. They look choreographed. There's one scene with Ed Sheeran who had no charisma at all. He's just like, I'm the transporter, and I transport things, and I kick butt. Yeah, that was practically his line. There was one scene where he was like, there were 5 men around him on each side, and there were these like drawers that he was pulling out. It looked so fake. It's just, this is not a movie anyone should see. And I didn't see any of the first 3 actual Transporter movies, but this is a movie I was just during.
See, this movie, I was smart and I watched The Visit instead.
Yes, you are smart. Well, I saw The Visit, but I saw this the weekend before The Visit came out. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's just... Alright. 7. Surprisingly, Seventh Son. Talk about a bad bad fantasy movie. Oh, he's the seventh son, so he is like the Lord and Savior. Like, what? Oh, okay. The actress in it, I forget your name now, who won the Oscar that year. She was horrible in the movie. Jeff Bridges was talking like this for the entire movie. He was just using a muffled voice. The main kid, I don't even remember his actor's name, just because of how purely awful he is. It's a horrible script. It's just the opening scene. You can already tell this is a horrible movie. And I actually posted on Instagram a picture of an empty theater and said, "Wow, Seventh Son was so full today I had to fight for a seat." Okay.
Yeah, I have read the first chapter of the book, and I can tell that seventh son. Oh, he's a king because he's a seventh son.
Yeah.
That's not even the plot line of the book. It's based off of a book.
Yeah, it's bad. All right, 6, a movie that somehow you put at 10. Jem and the Holocaust Holograms. Oh, no. The singing. You said the singing? Okay, they had decent singing, but the singing was meant for teenagers.
Yeah.
They completely went away, and they're like, okay, let's completely go away from the source material. Oh, wow, no one will watch it. Maybe we'll get those 12 and 13 and 14-year-olds. Oh, wait, none of them saw it. Oh, we made 1.8 million opening weekend.
No, let's find a way to get it. Let's try to get the Guardians of the Galaxy fans by putting Chris Pratt in it. That'd be a great idea.
Yeah, let's also put The Rock in it, because, oh my god, this is a horrible movie. Jeez, like, they just, it's your cliche movie. You couldn't predict everything that happens in the movie. You're like, okay, she's gonna get a new deal. Oh, she did. She's gonna want to go back to her sisters. Oh, she did. And there's a part where they start singing where the police that were looking for them is right above them. It's like, okay, the police are still up there. And let's sing really loudly, because why? Ugh.
And
okay.
the robot subplot.
Robot is just like a 50 Cent version of BB-8.
Yeah.
It's just like Earth to Echo meets BB-8 in the 50 Cent. That's something you buy from the dollar store. It's alright.
Okay, now time for 5 through 2.
2.
My number 5 is a movie that wasn't funny at all. It tried to be a comedy. Hot Pursuit.
Oh
my god. Hot Pursuit. Reese Witherspoon. Basically, all the jokes were, Reese Witherspoon is short. Funny. Sofia Vergara's old. Funny. You're not laughing!
Luckily, I did not see this movie.
Yeah, and there are just so many dumb, like, you think they're friends. Oh no, Sofia Vergara's pointing a gun at her. Oh no, oh my god. And it's just, it goes from comedy to try to be drama in like 2 seconds. And it's just, there's a part, it's just so bad.
It looked really bad. All right.
See, I wanted to see this movie too because I like Sofia Vergara
She's
from
cool.
Modern Family. So
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara was half decent.
Fun fact: Mark Ellis on Schmoes Know gave it a 0.0 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, my number 4, is Krampus. I ranted about this movie on the review, and it's so bad. It's just so out of place. Not funny, not scary. Jump scare, loud noise, bad. I already talked about this, so I'm not going to talk about it again. Number 3. I don't know how you put this so low. Four Stick. Oh my god. So, see, the reason why this isn't number 1 is I watched the first half, and I was just like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I don't know why so many people liked it. Second they go into the dimension, right after they go into the dimension, everything after that is total crap. 0 out of 10. The only reason I didn't give this a 0 out of 10 is the first half. The second half is just like, why is he running away? Why the hell is he running away? There's so many things that could have happened. Just like, I need to get out of here. Oh, help me. Why didn't the thing just like reach up, break the vent, and what, help him get out? Why did he go into hiding for a year and trying to find the thing when it's so obvious? You could have just gone to headquarters and he would have been there.
I don't just Fant4Stick. That's the title it will always have forever. Fant4Stick.
Okay.
All right.
Number 2.
You're number 2.
Is a movie that used to be number 1. Pixels.
Oh boy.
Adam Sandler. Enough said. I already said in the award ceremony that I was in a car and I had to rewatch it like twice. So I just like ended up just like putting my phone away and looking out the window for 3 hours because this movie's so unwatchable. What is your 5 through 2?
All right, 5 through 2. So at number 5, I have a movie I was hopeful for, but no. Home. Oh boy, Home. Again, Jim Parsons, good at voicing. Rihanna, who voiced the little girl, horrible.
How could she drive?
Yeah, how could she drive? She is 12 years old, and randomly she's driving? And, okay, maybe there's, like, some kids who can drive because they grew up on farms and they can drive on the private property.
But she didn't drive.
She grew up in an apartment, for goodness sakes. And just, oh my god, it's... All of the other boobs were annoying. You actually... You didn't feel like bad for O. You thought that all the other ones were jerks, and you're supposed to think that O's annoying, but O wasn't annoying. All the other boobs were. They were horrendous. Just, I do not understand. Anyone can find enjoyment in this movie. Even my cousin, who rarely ever sees movies, and when he does, he usually likes them, hated this movie. All right, number 4, Jupiter Ascending, more like Wachowski's Descending. Because, oh god, horrible action sequences. Eddie Redmayne like to talk like this.
And he's like this!
And then he's like this! And he's like this. Oh my god, like, not even joking, one of his lines in the movie is, I create life! And I destroy it. Like, what? What? That is the smartest line of dialogue that you can have. I don't understand this movie at all. You have to read a, 15 book dictionary on how to understand anything in this movie. It's way too overcomplicated. Horrible movie. No one should see the horrendous Jupiter Ascending. Alright. My top 3 worst of the year, surprisingly, are all comedies. At number 3, Love the Poopers. Not calling it what it should be called. It is Love the Poopers because this movie is horrible. Alright, ready for my rant to begin? Everyone in the movie, horrible. Oh my god!
The little boy is the only...
little boy was... in the movie?
Yeah, he was so underused. He was so underused.
Oh, yeah.
He could be used in so much more than doing what he did. Like, that should have been a bigger subplot. Him trying to find a gift for his brother. That should have been, like, half the movie.
Seriously, because everything else was horrible. They got a lot of great actresses. They were horrible. Amanda Seyfried just doughy-eyed through all the whole movie. Like, oh, I'm so sad, and then I just do this, and yeah, I'm an actress. Whoever, played the old man that she was friends with, horrible. Oh my god, John Goodman. At least he was trying. He definitely phoned it in.
Ed Helms was trying, too.
I thought he just phoned it in. There was no ambition for him to be on this role. His Staples interview is the most atrocious scene of the year. Oh my god, I don't understand. Why was this movie made? Why did it come out in November? It's a Christmas movie! And it comes out in November 13th. May as well make it Thanksgiving. There's way too many dog close-ups, and there are way too many little baby close-ups. And then, when the twist came in the movie, they said, okay, spoiler here, you shouldn't care. They say, that was all narrated by the dog, and the dog's like, have a Merry Christmas. Woof! Woof! That's like an adult saying, Merry Christmas, blah. Dogs don't say woof. That was way too over the nose. It's like, we're kind of getting a subtle message. Okay, beat over the head. You want a huge beat over the head? Bang! Woof! Ugh. And I still have 2 extra films to go. 2, Daddy's Home. Okay, Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell had good chemistry. That's it. A 96-minute film that felt like 4 hours. Oh my
funny?
god.
Was
No! It wasn't funny at all. Though I laughed once in the beginning, don't even remember the joke. And the only reason I wanted to laugh throughout the movie was because of how bad it was. I'm like, horrible acting, horrible directing. There's one scene consisting of where Will Ferrell thinks that someone walked out of the room where they didn't, that you think, okay, that could be funny. Goes on for 10 minutes. You eventually start not even paying attention to the dialogue at that point. It's so cliche. You're like, what they do is, so you hate movies that like make you say, oh, feel bad for this guy, but it's funny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, feel bad for this guy, it's funny. Feel bad for this guy, it's funny. This guy, to the point that you think that they're both jerks and they both don't deserve the children. The wife, too, you think that she's just a horrible person. The little girl was just like, oh, I like everything. And, she was just like getting everything, and she wasn't even appreciated. The little boy was good in the movie, and then they try to like have him like being bullied by someone. Oh no, it was just like random occurrence, and then it's just so bad. I can't believe I sat through this movie. I was tempted to walk out. And I don't know how a 96-minute movie can feel longer than the 3-hour and 20-minute Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
My number one movie
Your number one.
felt longer than 10 hours. And that is Jupiter Ascending. I saw this movie last night. I literally went on for 4 minutes. End! Just end! I'm not interested anymore. Just end! Okay, when I first thought of this movie, I was like, that could be good. And then so many people were saying, oh, but she always gets saved. And I'm like, that's just over-exaggerated. No, it's not! She literally, no, it's nothing! Okay, oh yeah, bad choice. Channing Tatum, destroying ship, pew pew, pew pew. 2 minutes of unnecessary pew pew. And then all of a sudden, Channing Tatum shows up, looking super cool, and she's like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that, and she saves her life. Twice in a row, and the exact same thing happens. Unnecessary pew pew pew, where he's not supposed to be. Boring. I literally texted Robert saying, it's still going. Why won't it end? It feels like it's 20 hours.
It's so boring. I can't believe I had to see that for my birthday. All right.
I was looking forward to this movie, and it was such a huge letdown. I hated this movie so much. What's your number one?
All right, my number one. Big surprise to everyone. Pixels. Pixels. Oh boy. Trust me. This movie, you said it felt like 20 hours, Jupiter Ascending. To me, this felt like an eternity. When I got out and went to the restroom, I just stood there. Like, I went to the restroom, then I got back, and I stood in front of the door to the movie theater for 10 minutes or so, thinking, do I really want to go back in here? Do I really want to? Then I thought, all right, it'll make for a good review. God, they ruined the Q*bert character. Q*bert, just like, he's such a great character and everything else. He's great in Wreck-It Ralph, and they ruined his character here. Child actor, horrendous. Peter Dinklage, don't even get me started. And then, like, the one guy, it's totally unbelievable that a guy who works at Nerd, Adam Sandler, is great friends with Kevin Smith, the president. Kevin James. Like, how does a fat, stupid idiot like that become the president? He's probably just like, Adam Sandler, can I be in the movie? Sure. I also want to be the president. Okay, let's write a horrible script where you're the president. Oh my God, Adam Sandler.
Michelle Monaghan and Adam Sandler?
Oh, no chemistry.
How is that going to ever happen?
Just like, seriously, and it starts so unbelievable. Okay. It's like, okay, are you okay? No, I'm crying and I'm drinking. Okay, I'll come in your closet. What? Creep!
Okay, I bet you what happened in real life, if there was ever a relationship between Michelle Monaghan and Adam Sandler.
What?
Hey, want to be my girlfriend? No. $100 million. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah, I mean, like, just don't see Pixels at all. Alright, even though this video is already over long, we are going to do our top 10 best of the year.
Okay.
Alright, finally for some goods.
You start with your honorable mentions.
Alright, so my honorable mentions for the movie. One, you didn't like Mad Max Fury Road. Great action, great emotion with the characters. Furiosa, Charlize Theron, great. Peanuts movie. was an awesome movie. Just made me happy, made me joy-filled. Another movie I found criminally underrated was The Walk. Not many people saw this movie, but it was
I really wanted to see
good
it.
movie.
I really wanted to see it.
It's a very good movie.
I'm definitely going to see it because it came out on DVD today.
Yes, and one...
Or yesterday, whatever this is posted.
Yeah. Definitely 11. Ant-Man. Ant-Man was a awesome movie that I liked the first time, but I saw 5 times in theaters just because everyone wanted to see it with me. And each time it progressively got better and better and better. All right. What are your honorable mentions?
My honorable mentions, I have a lot. Inside Out.
Great.
Pixar. I just loved it. So heartfelt. So great. Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. My favorite Rocky movie. Rocky's a little overrated, but
Rocky's
awesome. I loved this movie. Secret in Their Eyes. Totally overrated. Not enough people watch this movie.
Okay.
Of course, it got money, but it's so underrated. So many critics didn't like it. Another movie that a lot of critics didn't like, Vacation, which made me laugh a lot. I know the plot was but it made you laugh a lot. And I really liked that. Ed Helms, a lot of people were like, he was so terrible. He was okay. But I really liked the older brother. I really liked him in the role. The Intern. Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway. Both really great. The Martian. Matt Damon, amazing. Great movie. Loved it. Oh, definitely going to buy it. And my last are Brandis Crisis. Great. Sandra Bullock, Billy Bob Thornton, both really great in their roles. Really love this movie. What is your 10 through 6?
All right, my 10 through 6. Coming in at number 10 is a movie that not a lot of people saw but should have seen. Definitely Oscar consideration is Brooklyn. Brooklyn, having me just moved, I related a lot to all the homesickness factor to it. The fact that there was one scene where she's leaving on the boat and waving goodbye, and it's such a powerful scene. Main actress, Saoirse Ronan or something like that. She was fantastic in the movie. Definitely expected a Best Actress nomination from her. She was fantastic.
I really wanted to see Brooklyn, but I did not have the time.
Brooklyn's just great. Probably the most realistic love relationship on screen of the year. Great movie, and I'm one to typically hate romance movies, so this movie is great. 9, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Such a fun movie. You should have seen it.
I did see it.
Oh, you did?
Like it.
What?
It wasn't nearly as good as Ghost Protocol. Sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love this movie. There was an opera scene. Fantastic scene.
Better than Spectre, but it was a little for me.
Rebecca Ferguson was great in her role. There were so many recognizable faces. There was Simon Pegg. There was Tom Cruise. There was Alec Baldwin. There was Jeremy Renner. Yeah, all of them disappeared into the roles for me. Great action. Definitely went by in a jiffy. Such a fun movie. A movie I was so glad that I saw opening night in XD 3D. All right, 8. Movie I just recently saw, a little hard to understand, but still a great movie, The Big Short. Christian Bale. Wow. Just playing a socially awkward weirdo. So great. Brad Pitt was good to me in the movie, not as great, but Steve Carell. Amazing! Awesome. Wow, just playing a role that you can tell he's already mad, and he's already a mad person. I love the scene where he randomly walks into a therapy and just starts disputing and talking. I thought that was great. Ryan Gosling, he's the kind of actor that I'm like, okay, a lot of people say he's great, but I haven't really seen him. Now I can say Ryan Gosling is a great actor, because he's great in the movie. Yes. It's a little hard to understand. To me, one of the only flaws in the movie is the Margot Robbie cameo. I thought all the other cameos fit well, except for the Margot Robbie one, but I thought it was really well explained, and it made me want to study economics. And I still want to study economics. It's great. All right, 7. You should have seen it. So many more people should have seen it. Should have made a lot more money. And that is Steve Jobs. Michael Fassbender. Wow, just great. Great. Jeff Daniels, he probably won't get an Oscar nomination, but he sure does deserve it for this movie. Seth Rogen, I have a hard time seeing him outside of comedy, but he was fantastic.
Seth Rogen actually Steve Wozniak actually told Seth Rogen how great Seth Rogen was at playing his character.
Seriously. And then, I'm forgetting her name now, but the main actress in the movie was also great. Whoever they got to play Lisa, who also did a fantastic job. I love how it's just a 3-act movie, and it goes by in an hour and a half. That's what it feels like. when it's a 2 hour and 1 minute movie. Third act is what goes by most quickest. It's such a tension filled. There were so many scenes in the movie that I was on the edge of my seat, and it's just dialogue. And this it's rare that you can see a movie with just dialogue have that great. All right, 6, an honorable mention for you. I mean, just to me, it's it's the kind of it's a movie that the original came out in the 70s, and it was definitely great in the 70s. And then they come out with a new version that's kind of got similar beats to the original, but still holds true. You thought I was going to say Star Wars, didn't you? Nope, Creed. Fantastic. Michael B. Jordan, amazing. The main actress that they got, Tessa Thompson, awesome. I don't know why you thought that she was bad in the movie. I thought she was great.
I didn't like her in that
Best in the movie, Sylvester Stallone. Hands down, awesome in the movie. He's going to get Best Supporting Actor nomination. He will win. I'm predicting that now.
And you got that 30 years from now Star Wars thing from Jeremy Jahns, didn't you?
It's an amazing movie. Everyone should see it. It's probably not playing in many more theaters, but I personally loved it. And Creed, great movie. I will be buying this one on digital download.
Okay, here's my time for my 10 through 6.
All right.
Number 10, Joy. Totally underrated.
Okay.
I love that song. I love the trailer, and I was just like, I really want to see this. Will it live up to the hype? It totally did. Loved this movie. Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper, Robert De Niro, all three of them great. I didn't like Robert De Niro's character. He was an amazing actor, but I really liked that. Number 9, The Visit. Oh my god, awesome horror movie. See, this is my least favorite Shyamalan movie. I'm a huge fan of Shyamalan, and I love this movie. Even this is my least favorite Shyamalan movie, but I love it. The kid, the main boy, and the grandma were both amazing.
Especially the scene where the young boy is smashing the grandpa's head.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
And it was just like yelling at him because of the poop.
Yeah.
He was a huge germaphobe. I loved that.
Yeah.
Number 8. The Peanuts movie. I love Peanuts.
So cute.
I just love Peanuts in general. It totally lived up for the hype. My number 2 most anticipated in the year. My number 1 was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which was supposed to come out last year, but didn't. It's coming out this year though. But Peanuts movie, awesome. I love Peanuts characters. Yeah. I have a ton of them. I'm just collecting them right now. My number 7, Ant-Man, which I have another pop right here.
And this one.
So I loved Ant-Man. Normally I don't. I'm okay with Marvel movies, but this one was like, yeah, I'm pumped for Civil War. I loved Ant-Man. Such great stuff. And number 6, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl.
Oh yeah.
Such a great comedy or dramedy. So many great lines. So great. I loved how they switched from comedy to drama in like 2 seconds, and you didn't really catch it. You didn't really catch it doing that. Yeah. What is your 5 through 2?
5 movie you just mentioned, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. I saw this at the luxurious AMC La Jolla 12 in recliner seats, and oh my god, I was recently asked, what movie do you think kind of defines you as a person? And I brought up this movie. It's such a great movie. It's a great movie for cinephiles in general, especially teen cinephiles that can probably definitely relate to this, and popular teen cinephiles especially. But it is an amazing movie. R.J. Cyler, great. Whoever plays Rachel, great. Greg, amazing. I thought that Nick Offerman was perfectly cast as the father. The mother I didn't like so much, but one of the smartest scripts of the year, and I really wish that this movie got some Oscar nominations, because this is a great movie. I've seen it 3 times this month, and it never gets old to me, and I can think
this
of...
month?
Yes.
So you've seen it 3 times the past 5 days?
No, last month, actually, December. Yeah, so it's an amazing movie. One I will definitely see multiple times throughout my life, and a highly underrated movie. Alright, 4... I don't know why so many people have backlash on this movie, and it's still facing backlash now. I don't understand why. Avengers Age of Ultron. I loved Avengers Age of Ultron. Just seeing it in the theater. Remember, this isn't a list of the best movies, but it's our favorite movies. And to me, just as a non-suggestive list, just amazing action. Every actor, some people said that they thought it was way too overcrowded, was trying to fit in so many subplots. I thought it worked really well. I thought that every single one of each one of the subplots made sense. They had a little bit too much farm scene, but still they added up a lot of emotional character. They set up so many Civil War things. I wish they set up a little more. Vision, an awesome character, an amazing movie that is, I don't know why it has some backlash. All right, 3. We're getting to the great, amazing movies here. 3, Inside Out. Wow. Probably the best theater experience I've had. No, second best theater experience I've had this year, right behind the Star Wars Marathon, because this was an amazing movie. It explained it. Yeah. It really explained it well. It's a movie that both kids and adults need to see to explain their emotions. It's a great movie to show kids at therapy, because it's a way that they can explain their emotions. It takes such a complex premise, fits it in an hour and 31 minutes. It's great. That they had a little short on it too, Lava, also great. And then they added another short onto the Blu-ray, which I got for Christmas, Riley's First Date. Awesome. So I just loved Inside Out all around. All right, number 2, movie that was number 1 for ever since I saw it, but since was dethroned. 2, space movie, great space movie, The Martian. Martian. You were awesome. I saw this on a Tuesday night. I was pretty tired, and I came out I couldn't speak because I was so eccentric about this movie. It was great. Matt Damon, fantastic in the movie. Some people said it was too much like Castaway, but Castaway is an amazing movie. So
yeah,
that's
Castaway,
like saying
I love Castaway. One of my favorite top 10 of all time.
I haven't seen it, but I hear it's an amazing movie. So I mean, it's like copying off a bad movie. Just finding similar beats isn't necessarily horrible. Every actor, Chiwetel Ejiofor is great. He's just amazing in this role, and I love how I could have seen an extra 2 hours of this movie. I could have just gone on and on. I thought it was a little long in the tooth, but it's definitely an amazing movie.
Yes, I love this movie. Now time for my 5 through 2. My number 5, a movie that was so underrated. So many people liked Inside Out more, but The Good Dinosaur. I loved it so much.
Good.
Animation, amazing. Super sad. So heartwarming. Loved the ending. One of my Pixar favorites, actually. So, I loved this movie. Number 4. You're going to be surprised I didn't put this higher, but Star Wars The Force Awakens. I loved Star Wars The Force Awakens. One of my favorites here. But I loved it so much. So true to the original franchise. Just loved it so much. So awesome. So much epic action. I don't normally like action movies, and I love this movie. The humor. The humor really was awesome. I love BB-8. I want one of those Sphero BB-8 things that you control with your phone. I really want one of those now. Yeah, awesome movie. Number 3. I'm surprised you didn't put this higher, but The Big Short. Holy crap. I loved the ending. How everyone's sad and happy at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just, all the acting is amazing. I'm definitely buying this. So much good stuff in this movie. Amazing. My number 2 is a movie that was at number 1 for a while and recently got dethroned. Bridge of Spies. I gave this a 10 out of 10. I love Bridge of Spies. Again, I love Spielberg. I love Tom Hanks. This movie had such a detailed plot, and it was done so well, so amazing. What is your number 1?
All right,
no one knows who it is.
My number 1 is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Great, amazing, so good. All the characters. I could do a hour analysis on each and every character. I could do a 1 hour analysis on just each character. I could do like a 24 analysis on all the characters. I put up a 5-point spoiler review. I've already bought a digital pre-order download for it, which came with 3 posters for $25. It is so great. I've seen it 5 times in theaters already. A 6th time I'm probably going to sometime along this week. It is so great. Finn, Bjorn Boyega, amazing. Harrison Ford, I wish he would get an Oscar nomination. He probably won't for playing Han Solo, but he was fantastic as Han Solo. I thought that Chewbacca, great return to form for the character. I thought that Daisy Ridley was amazing. It was such a great recall back to the originals.
Especially because Daisy Ridley, this is her first film ever.
Yeah, and on the first day of set, J.J. Abrams said that her acting was wooden. And I definitely did not see anything of that, because he clearly fixed it along the way. It's such a great film. Watching 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 5, and 6 leading up to it and the Star Wars marathon, just the cheering. My dad took a video of all the cheering that happened before episode 7 started. So fantastic. Yeah. Poe Dameron, another great character. BB-8 was so adorable. I wanted to buy a version of him or her or whatever the droid is.
I want to hug him.
I do want to hug him, especially just when he, just some of the beats that he is, especially when Rey said, all right, come, and to go back to her place. And he was just, she was so excited. It was such a great droid, such a great movie, one of the best written scripts of the year. When this comes out on digital download, I will probably be constantly watching this.
I'm definitely buying this on Blu-ray, and I'm gonna, do a giveaway, and everyone's gonna be like, ah! Yeah. So, yeah, I loved this movie. My number 1 is a movie that did really well. A lot of people saw, but not enough people saw it. The Gift. Holy crap. Such a great twist ending. That's my favorite part of this movie. The twist ending, I give this a 10 out of 10, but the twist ending, twist ending lasted 10 minutes. I was just like, oh my god, this is happening. It was amazing. Joel Edgerton, especially, oh my god, everyone in this movie is amazing. The set design, how it was in Los Angeles, and how they're buying a house, and you look at it and you're saying, wow, that's totally Los Angeles. It's just so beautiful. Everything about this movie is amazing. I definitely hope you see it. It's a little dark, but it's amazing. I definitely want everyone to see it.
So wish I could see it, but definitely, I think that this has been an amazing and horrible year in films. I had a lot of films that I hated on my top 10 worst films, and a lot of films I absolutely loved. This is definitely a year I'm going to remember. Star Wars The Force Awakens is definitely the standout of the year to me, and this has been pretty much a great year for film. All right, well, I am Robert Burke.
And I'm Connor Goat.
And this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.
Bye.